Hello, friends. Welcome back to the ComfyUI stream. I'm very hot. It's very warm here today. I'm Pers, also very Persy, warm and Persy.
I'm also very
This
well.
is Julian and Phil. Julian and Machine Delusions. Phil. We are here to just hang out today and play with GlitchNodes. Um, Basically, we were going to cover AudioX today, and in my hubris, I thought I would just get it to work and we would be able to run it and everything would be chill. But couldn't get it to work in Windows. There's no help on the GitHub yet. It's still pretty new, so my inkling is that it was designed or done on Linux. So we're going to play with glitch nodes for a while and show you guys some cool ways you can sort of pipe them into your workflows and maybe work on some sort of modular stuff because the glitch nodes are really good for processing images. So like we can make images and then process them, then pass them back through to Fusion and stuff like that. So, we'll set up some fun little water wheels for you to play with the glitch nodes and sort of give you an idea of what's possible with them. And just shout out to Pixel Pusher Jeru. He's here all the time on the stream. He made the glitch nodes, and the link is in the description below. The repo is open to development. So if you know what you're doing and you want to add stuff to glitch nodes, just send a PR and talk to Jeru because I think he's welcoming all kinds of stuff. So if you have ideas for the nodes that aren't there and you can build them faster than you can ask for them, then just add them. So how you guys doing? What have you guys been up to this week?
You go first, Phil.
Yeah, sure. This week been playing with a lot of video models. Actually, I feel like things have been coming out so fast that I haven't gotten a chance to actually dive in and get to play with the capabilities. I don't have to say, the community knows Juan is a monster. It's just, it is. It really does feel like, in a lot of ways, that the open source of Juan as a foundational model and closed source, the gap is so negligible, and
I know.
it's so exciting. And so I've been really exploring with that this current week.
I would even
Nice.
say, as far as to say that the open source is almost more free because you can do more things
Of
and you have
course.
more tools. So it's almost like, if you have the GPU and the time, you can pretty much do whatever you want. And you
Yeah.
can train your own model, which are not legally allowed. You can't do some of the things online that you
Yeah.
can do locally. I'll give an
Totally.
example. Actually, never mind. I can't. NDA. But yeah, never mind.
Bro, come
Uh,
on.
but I was going to say, what am I been up to? I've been working lately this week. I've been working a lot on improving the quality because I found like a pipeline on how to produce HDR content, and I've been
Nice.
having such a huge blast making like super poppy and like really colorful and in your face content lately. So, anyways, that's what I've been up to.
Right on. Awesome. Well, so I guess we could just get right into installing glitch nodes because basically I have spun up a run pod, a 4090 on run pod, but it's fresh. I haven't done anything to it yet. So this might be a good opportunity for people to see, how that works and spin up their own sessions. So just let me slide on over to the demo page here. And I don't think I actually have anything to demo yet, so let's get that going. Add a screen share of a window and the My Pods window share. Okay, welcome to My Pods. So I'm currently on RunPod. I have deployed a server. You do that by going to Pods, Deploy, and I just picked a 4090. Let me make this a little bigger so everybody can see it. I selected a 4090, and then when you do that, you can pick which template you want to install on that 4090. You click here to change the template, and if you type Comfy in the very top, you'll see all kinds of different Dockers that all run Comfy with different configurations and setups. So AIDoc is sort of, considered one of the easiest. If you need Flux, this Flux Dev one-click one is really good. If you need the one T2V, I2V stuff, this one by Hear Me Man, I've used it before. It pretty much sets up the whole environment for you in one click. It's kind of awesome. And then there's these slim down versions as well that I really like called Better Comfy Slim. And the Better Comfy Slim 5090 version is the one I use to spin stuff up on 5090s so that I can just start rapidly working on stuff. It loads up a very, very small, like simple installation of Comfy that's ready to go on a 5090. Then you just start installing your, stuff from your workflow and whack-a-mole the models and get to work. But yeah, this is sort of par for the course for setting these up. So for this one, we're going to use AIDoc because it's sort of the most user-friendly one. And I've already spun that up. So if I go down to my pods, you can see it's running. It's about 30 cents an hour, which is amazing for a 4090. 39 cents an hour, I think. And then if you go to logs, you can see all the logs while it's installing. So as it's installing, you can watch it download models and stuff, and you can look for errors and stuff. Sometimes if there's something wrong, you'll see the error, and you'll know in here this is where you go, the log files. All right, so we're going to connect to it. It's already spun up all the services, but when you first spin up a run pod, all this stuff's going to say not ready because it's still installing and setting up everything. But every time something comes up, it's going to like say ready on here, but sometimes it doesn't. Like sometimes this doesn't update. So just try it. If it doesn't work, wait. You can go back and have a look at all the errors and try to figure out what's up. Hey Joe, that's Joe, our head of community. Say hi, everybody.
Hey Joe.
What up?
All right. So yeah, here we are. We have a bunch of servers here. They're all distinguished by different ports. We have the 1111 port, the 8188 port, the 8384 port, and the 8888 port. So the best way to figure out what all these things are doing is to hold down Control and click on all of them. So now I've opened each one of them in a new tab, right? So this particular one, AIDoc, you're going to see this come up and it's going to go, username and password. And you go, oh no, what do I do? The username is user and the password is password. Okay? It's really difficult.
Love that.
Oh, it's hard to crack.
Yeah. Change your password. They don't like this password at all. The browser was like, hey man, this password sucks. All right. So, yeah, so this thing actually, when you go to the first one, we can actually close all these other ones. If you just go to that first one, the 1111 on AIDoc, and you log in, it's going to give you the links to how to connect to all this stuff. The direct link probably won't work. It might, but this Cloudflare, if it doesn't, use the Cloudflare quick tunnel. Basically, these are ways of routing these servers in and out of RunPod to your machine. So like it kind of depends on the network configuration you have, the network configuration your ISP has, and stuff like that. Direct link will probably work, but if not, try the Cloudflare link tunnel. So 1111 is our service portal. Port 8188 is Comfy itself. Port 8384 is Sync Thing, which is this really cool thing you can connect to your Google Drive and then sync a folder to this. So like every time you save outputs, it'll just dump it on your Google Drive and things like that. You can set all that up if you want. I never have because I'm lazy, but if you're using this stuff a lot, that's a great way to maintain your outputs folders without having to think about it all the time. I just realized our stupid faces aren't here. It's really important that our stupid faces are here. Hello. All right.
Dude.
So
I only see one stupid face here, and it's mine.
Yeah. Oh. Speak
for yourself, dude.
You.
And then
God
so
damn.
Jupyter Notebook is the last one, and the Jupyter Notebook is sort of the environment that runs, all the stuff for the Comfy server. Oh, we lost Phil. I think his connection maybe dropped. There he is. Welcome back, Phil.
He joined us back on the potato.
I kicked you. I kicked you for that comment.
Did you actually kick me?
No.
I swear.
Can you imagine? All right, Jupyter Notebook, 8888. Jupyter Notebook. Phil, tell them what Jupyter is.
I mean, man, how do I describe Jupyter? It's like a really stripped down IDE, interactive development environment. So like think of VS Code, but like super stripped down. And I think it's just cloud. Like I've never No, I mean, I guess you can
Oh
go
no, you
get
can run it
user
locally. Yeah,
code. Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know why you would ever want to, but
We used to use it to run Warp locally at home because Warp was only accessible as a cell like um, Python. Remember the old Google Collabs notebooks?
notebooks. Yeah. What's the
Yeah, that's
extension to that?
yeah the IYPNB something
Yeah,
PYI
whatever that
whatever.
is.
Those files are like Jupyter and things like that are the only things that can run those. So Jupyter was a way of sort of having Google Cloud at home and use your own local GPU, sort of. But yeah, when you load up Jupyter, this is what you get.
Yeah,
Like
the
you get
alternative to that was just like Google Colab, basically.
yeah. So this was like running it at home. So in here you get access to everything, and then if you start going through these files, it's got a full file browser, but also you can double click on any file, edit, and save it in here. So it's sort of like yeah, it's sort of it is the computer you are controlling basically. It's the way you control the computer you're running Comfy on. There's different tabs on the left. You don't really have to think about them at all. All you need is this top tab for the file system. And so if we go to our output folder, this is where our outputs will go when we're done with Comfy. You can see our entire Comfy structure is in the ComfyUI folder. So we're like just using this to access the backend for when we need to change things. So yeah, that's how you get back in there. You have to pip stuff. You have to, fight dependency problems. You do it all here. So this is sort of the home base for when you're interacting with your Comfy install. But if your setup is all good to go and everything's good, you can just click the Comfy UI link and it's going to bring you to like the installed Comfy instance. So here we're going to have a look at it. And I noticed that this seems to be a very old version because it doesn't have the new UI. So we're going to go to the manager and just immediately update ComfyUI. Now, if we go back to our come on, brain, that thing I just talked about.
I don't even know. I don't
our
even know what you're
our
trying to
Jupyter
say.
notebook. If I go back to our Jupyter notebook, I can go to the terminal and then I have access to the backend. If you go cd space Comfy UI and you go into the Comfy UI folder and ls, you're going to see ls means list, ls-l means list long. We are looking for the logs, but I don't think they're actually. Oh, there it is. There's a file here called ComfyUI 11404.log. So if we go tail -f, I think our faces are covering up
I was
the
going to say, yeah,
thing.
our
Yeah,
face are getting in the
or dumb
way.
phases.
There we go. Oh, I meant to do this and then this. Sorry, guys, bear with me. And
Here we
then
are.
this should be full.
Oh, that
That
works even
works.
better.
And then whatever. Let's just get rid of our faces for now. Okay, so you want a tail -f comfy UI 11404.log. And now this terminal window is just going to be your log file. So you can see what Comfy's up to. So when I was in there updating Comfy and restarting it, instead of having to wait for this error message, I can just look over at my tab and see what's happening, which is super important the next time I go to reboot after I've installed something, because then I can watch what happens when I install it. And if I get an error, I don't have to go back and look at the log file and stuff like that.
There's also another way you can
Mm-hmm.
do this, Pers, the way I do it a little bit differently. So instead of like activating the log file, what I do is I launch Comfy from a terminal.
Yeah,
So the same way you made this terminal, I would make another one with the plus on the little
yeah.
right there.
Just that these Docker images already start up a version of Comfy, so that's just a little confusing for the beginner stuff. But yes, at some point you get to the point where you don't need these Docker images as much. You just spin up a machine with PyTorch and install Comfy and get to work. So like I think that's a little more intermediate, probably.
And there is a beginner version where you buy a 4090 and then you do it locally. That works.
Right. That's the beginner
Hey man,
version.
I've run Comfy on CPU.
There we go. Just trying to get this thing big enough. Okay, all right. So yeah, but we didn't need to do any of that because everything was fine. So let's confirm. And everything's broken. Let's have a look. Seems like it should be working. What's up with that? Awesome. Somebody get RunPod on the phone.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
I know they're watching sometimes.
That's crazy. Yeah, it totally took it down. Let's see if we can find out why.
The Jupyter instance is still running, yeah? Launch Comfy from this terminal, and then literally just put -- listen at the end, and it'll expose the port 8188 to the top of the Docker image, and you should be able to just click it right from RunPod.
Yeah, no, it's still running. That's the problem. Let's kill it. Should we kill it?
Oh wait, is it 18188?
Yeah, but that's a RunPod thing.
I see.
Hey, there's Yogo. What's up, man?
Hey.
Hello, Yogo.
Howdy.
You know what we could do is just spin up a different pod. Life's too short.
Mm-hmm.
Stop. Terminate. So we're going to use the community cloud. We're going to grab another 4090. We're going to use a different template. I'm just going to use that slim template, I think, because it's much faster.
Slim.
Better, comfy, slim. And we're going to check the other thing you can do is edit the template and see how much disk space it needs. Like for today, like for what we're doing, we don't really need this much. So I'm going to actually change this to like 60 gigs of volume disk.
And that's what you explained the one time between like what's going to stay after the session and what's going to be just used during the time, right?
Yeah, the volume disk is persistent. So it'll install Comfy onto the volume disk. And then the volume disk, you can keep it running as long as you want with all of your data on it. And then you can spin up pods from that drive. So it's a way of like persisting your data over installs. But it's more useful for persisting like models and stuff that you don't want to download again, or like environments that you've got set up just right. If you what are we doing here? Yeah, if you just want to save your files, just save your files. I wouldn't use this to keep your outputs folders, because like the persistent storage gets expensive. Was the point I was trying to make. Like the more you use of it, the more you pay for. So it's
makes sense.
Yeah, but if you're doing a lot of work with say like WAN, and you want to set up a WAN thing for like 2 weeks or something that can just crank stuff out at a whim, like it's a great way to have an environment set up for like a long session of work over time. Just getting a lot of stuff on your mic there, Yogo. Yeah, just gonna mute you for a bit there. Getting a lot of sounds. All right, so let's see, logs. Okay, how's it going? Is it downloading? Connect. Oh, it's already up. See, this one's way faster. So let's see. 8048 is Zasper. Zasper is just another version of Jupyter. It's the same thing. It's actually easier. So the only difference with these ones is that the stuff's in workspace /madapps/ComfyUI. So every time you need to download a model, you just need to change that folder at the front. That's all. So that's running. So if we go back to here, we can just run it, I think. Let's have a look at the log. This is a cool file browser thing on the second port, and then the third port should be Comfy. Bingo bango.
Yeah, she is.
Nice. This one's good because it starts with manager and everything all ready to go on a very, very up-to-date version. So yeah, I would definitely recommend. Tool. Yeah, that slim one is really good. All right, manager. Let's update Comfy again. Nice, updated to latest stable. Restart. Comes with Chris tools and KJ nodes. This person knows. This person knows what what people need. I like KJ nodes, Chris tools are probably some of my two most used node packs. Like I think, like KJ nodes specifically, there's so many utilities in there that are just like so important.
Yeah, I mean, I'm I have
Mm-hmm.
both, obviously, but my node pack's in there because I'm biased, obviously.
Yeah, everybody go download Phil's node pack.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
trying to
Everybody
show
go
here,
download
dude.
his node pack. No, for real, go download it. It's awesome.
Relax.
We actually show it on the stream quite a bit because he's added a lot of functionality to Comfy that didn't exist in Core yet. But the hope is like, I mean, I don't know about you, but like the hope is like your stuff is so good that it gets like weaved into Core, right? Like they're just like, oh, this is so sick, we're
Yeah,
just
I
gonna
mean,
take it, and it's like, yeah, that's what open source is about, man.
That's pretty much.
yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
Updates, you need to restart Comfy. Okay, I think I did this already.
Yeah, it's also empowering, and I highly encourage everyone. It's empowering when I run into a problem and I'm like, oh man, I really wish I knew about a node that I'll probably never find in the sea of a million
Yeah,
node packs. Well, I just go code. I just go code
Yeah.
the
yeah.
piece. I'm missing. I'm just like,
You
there
just
it
make it
is.
instead of like finding it. It's almost easier.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. It literally is easier, and then I make it the way I want. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not writing any of the code. The
Rucode
LLMs are.
is.
Yeah, exactly. So it really is a quick process. Just be like, there it
Yeah.
is.
It's a vibe.
I just installed GlitchNodes
Vibe.
while we were talking there. The link is in the
Nice.
description below, but it's also in the manager. It's usually better to go install stuff through the manager, people. So if you can, just do that. I mean, you can always git clone stuff into the folder, but only do that on bleeding edge stuff where you know the author. You know what I mean? Like if it has 3 stars and like the author just joined GitHub yesterday, maybe wait on that one. All right. Manager, model manager. Okay, I think we're good to go. I think we have glitch nodes. Look at them all. Look at all these glitch nodes. Okay, so add node, glitch nodes. So let's, first things first, let's load up one of the default workflows here. We'll just do the image generation workflow. It wants this 1.5 prune DMA only checkpoint, but the one I'm actually going to grab is Epic Realism. Epic Realism SD15 Hugging Face. There's a link here somewhere. Yeah. I like this one a little better than the base model for making images. Come on, brain. Unet? I forget where the file is.
This one here, diffusion.
I could have sworn it was right in the
Checkpoints.
Yeah, where's the checkpoint? I mean, I guess it's the Unet.
Yeah,
It's
I think
unit.
Yeah, I
it's
must
unit.
have. I must have another link. Epic Realism, Safe Tensors, Hugging Face. Just want the easy one. That's the one.
Yeah, you.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I've copied the link. So I'm going to go over to Zasper, which is our, thing, our wrapper. Yeah, Lumoria. Yes, I got the exact error. I tried to fix it, couldn't get it to work. So here we are. We are going to look at AudioX later after I can get it to work. But for now, we're just going to stick with glitch nodes. This happens from time to time. There's that error and another error that I was getting when trying to work it in CPU mode are all on the GitHub. We're just waiting for responses to the issues. So yeah, no AudioX today probably, but it's an exciting tech that looks super fun. So we'll dive into it as soon as it works. All right. We're back in here. What I need to do is wget a file into a folder. So we're going to go to our Comfy UI folder, models, checkpoints, and I'm going to wget dash capital O wget capital O, I think, and then I think it's the file name epicrealism.safetensors, and then in quotes, I hit paste like a Windows user. Okay, copy, paste, and then we need the link, which is here. Copy, download link. So we got the quotes. We need the link, paste, and then unquotes. Yes. So it is wget -o. I'm going to type this in the thing.
I'm
wget
doing it. Oh, you're doing it. Okay. I was
dash
going to do it.
capital O file name dot safetensors URL.
You beat me to it.
So that's the format when you need to download a file into a run pod or into something. You can use that to grab it. You just paste the URL in, and then you can use relative or absolute paths for that file name. So like I have like a startup script for some of this stuff, and it looks like it'll look like this. So it's just going to dump it straight into the directory that it needs to go in, and then it's just the link to the file in quotes. So you can make like a long list of that and just run it, and it'll grab all the models you need and put them in the right folders. Don't worry about that specific model. That's not for today's thing. That's for WAN stuff. That's a really cool WAN LoRa. All right, we've got our safe tensors file. Let's go back to here and hit R. R is going to update our node definitions, which updates all these lists. So now I can select Epic Realism. I've got beautiful scenery, nature, glass bottle, landscape, scabby beep, beep, bop, do, and we can run it, and it'll run it, and it's really fast because it's a 4090. So, hey,
it worked right up.
How long did that take? 27 minutes to set up a run pod. Let's go, guys. We're getting.
I think it was good
this,
though.
I swear.
It's good to see how to do it. It was good.
It doesn't really take that long. You saw how fast it could have been if I wasn't yammering the whole time. All right.
Next stream,
yeah,
we're
for
racing.
real. Who can get the fastest? Who can get the thing up the fastest? That would be fun. Okay, let's check out these glitch nodes. So we have our image. So let's make an image of. Actually, we could use a television in a dirty room. There are garbage cans and bottles everywhere.
You and your prompts.
The walls are filthy. Hey! Okay, that's okay. We want a centered television, We want the TV to be the... Yeah, that room's a little too dirty, I think. Maybe the walls aren't filthy. It didn't help. I think the garbage cans are really making it worse. Okay, we'll just do a regular room.
I like you went from extreme back to...
Yeah, I always want to make a cool glitchy image, but you know what I mean? All right, whatever. These make cool images, so let's make some glitchy images out of these. So let's have a look at all of the glitch nodes. Corruptor, data bend, dither me, frequency modulation, glitch it, interference, line screen, luminous flow, pixel float, pixel redistribution, rect, scans, TV glitch, vaporwave, VHS on acid. So like a lot of these are, a lot of these are, shaders that have been rewritten, but a lot of them are also like Python scripts and stuff that he's been tinkering with and building out. So a lot of love's gone into this pack. So, like if you think, oh, well, I could just wrap some shaders or whatever, Jerry's taken the time to like play with the settings and figure out what looks good and things like that. So, check it out. All right, here we go. Cool.
Okay. Yeah, not only that, but Jeru's really put a lot of effort into finding the right libraries for a lot of these effects to make them like, not just going for whatever dither effect, but finding the dither effect.
He spent a while on these nodes for sure. It was a labor of love for sure.
Definitely. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the default corruptor node. So what I'm actually going to do is
Wait, hold on. I think my screen's broken. Oh, never mind.
I'm going to fix the seed so that we keep getting the same image, so that when we run different nodes through it, we'll know, what it's supposed to look like. Let me move our faces again over. It's actually hard to click on. Weird. I want to move. I want to know what love is. Customize. There we go. Okay. There we go. Now we're over here. What's up, everybody? Oh, let me unmute Yogo. Okay, so we are back. And so, yeah, again, I've just fixed the seed. So we're going to keep making the same image, and then we're going to try out all these nodes and check them out. And remember, this is just a static image. I think all these, if not most of, if not all of them, you can send image batches, aka animations, aka videos through. But some of the nodes are extremely intensive. So pay attention to the size of the video you're putting in there and the length, because a 1080p video that's 2 minutes long is going to take months to process, but a small animate diff run or something maybe way less time. So just be conscious of the amount of frames and the size of the frames that you're passing through some of these nodes. But if the node processes very quickly like this one does, then it'll probably process video very quickly. So your mileage may vary. You'll get a feel for how fast they are, but start small. So I'm just going to try each node, and then we'll play with maybe we'll play with the settings now. So scaling factor in, scaling factor out. We got 80/80. Let's set that first one to 0. Okay. Let's set the out to 0. Probably going to be black. Okay, so let's set the out to 40. We'll set it to half. Okay, so it's sort of dark. So let's try 160. Okay, so I think here we're remapping the 0 to 1 for the brightness of this, basically. That's what it feels like to me. Noise strength, let's try 20. Oh, cool. So it's adding that extra. I don't know how well that comes across in the stream, but yeah.
Oh, you can see it. Yeah, for sure.
So that's cool. That's nice. So that's the RGB noise. I think you could probably pick different color spaces for this. Yeah, HSV, lab, YUV. This is a glitch fan's dream to play with this stuff, honestly. Let's uncombine the channels. Ooh.
Yeah, that's nice.
We've got wavelet floor mode.
So yeah, just picture like doing this on an animation, then it's
wavelet padding. So I think these two work together. So these are all different permutations of these, probably. Let's try the threshold of 1. Let's try 0. Okay. That's the wavelet. So yeah, man. I already love this one. Oh, great. I started my Windows narrator again by accident. I don't know how many times I've done that. It must be like a keyboard command that's very similar to something in Comfy. Dude, I want to run a video through this already. I'm actually going to install Thing because I want to be able to trim the videos. Video Helper Suite is what I'm installing. If you don't have it, get it. This lets you, I know I talk about this every stream, but it lets you process videos in Comfy while you're working. You can trim them and like just put those frames through something, resize it, all kinds of stuff. For loading and saving, all the different ways. It's great. I would love to get those in Core, honestly.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we do have
the load video node is awesome.
Yeah.
And the new video thing is great. I really just want
Seemed
that
a little
trim.
more
I just want that
primitive.
trim function,
Yeah,
honestly. But even a trim node,
totally.
I'd be okay with that too, as long as I had the output. That's all I really need. I just need that trim tool. I'll show you guys what we're talking about here.
The real-time feedback of it, really.
So let me restart Comfy. I feel like I did, but maybe not. Nice thing about RunPod is restarting Comfy is like super fast. Because there's like nothing else running on that machine, right? It's running Comfy just for you, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna load video. So we got these new nodes here: load video upload, load video path, load video FFmpeg, load video FFmpeg path and upload. So we're gonna use upload because load video upload means like I can either drop a file in or just like access a file, like open it in the browser. Path means I need to know the path to the file, but it also means I can load multiple things. So like the load images from path lets you load like a PNG sequence or a bunch of files from a folder. So it just depends if you need to open one or many, basically. So we're going to open a video. We're going to get, I think maybe this is stupid. No, this is stupid. They're all stupid, but this is extra stupid. So what we're going to do here is just because I don't know how crazy these nodes are, let's actually look at this node here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's telling us the frame rate, which is sick. It's telling us this video is 24 frames per second. It's also telling us that it's 160 frames, at 24 frames per second. This is incredibly useful information that I wish every video player would tell you. But that means, let's say I only want 24 frames of this. I can change this frame load cap to 24, and it's just going to trim the video to 24 frames. But say the first 24 frames isn't what I want. I want the second 24 frames, or like 24 frames in. If I add 24 frames to skip first frames, then it's going to give me frames 25 to 48 because it's going 24 frames, then it's giving me 24 frames. Actually, I should use a different number for this. So it's going to skip ahead 64 frames and then trim me out 24 frames. This is super helpful when you're working with like animate diff and stuff where you want your loops to be a certain length. Or WAN, things like that, where you want to just grab like a specific section of a video. But for this, I think 160 frames would be all right. Let's do 24 anyway, because it might take 5 ever. So we're going to plug that straight into the corruptor because I'm, nuts. Actually, no, we're going to change the custom width to 512 by 512, custom width and height. So this will help us trim the file on the way in. This is more useful when you have like 4K camera footage or like, an iPhone video or something where the resolution's like high to begin with. You don't want to be feeding those frames through processors like this unless you're ready to be waiting. So yeah, we're going to go 512 by 512. And instead of save image, I'm actually going to drop the video combine node, which comes with Video Helper Suite. And you can also, there's this really sweet video info like output here. If you just drop that output, you're going to see a thing that says VHS video info.
I love that node. One of my
Yeah,
favorites.
this node will tell you the source and loaded information. So source means what the file was before you loaded it. And loaded means whatever you put in here. So our source FPS is what we're interested in because we want to know what our input video was. So our output video will be the same frame rate. So you can use that to just simply connect the source FPS to the frame rate of your output video and then never think about it again. And your input video and your output video are always going to be the same frame rate, which means if it has audio, which again, you can just connect by connecting audio to audio. So if my video had audio, it will just make its way through the system now. This way, our clip is the same length, same frame rate. The audio is passed through. So we essentially that's a very no-brainer way to make sure your videos are the right frame rate and don't fall out of sync. So all that being said, let's switch our format to MP4. The CRF down to 12. The CRF is like a value for how big the file is versus how like
compression,
how big the
right?
file is versus how crappy it looks. So like there's a good ratio between 12 to 20, and like 19 is fine usually, but if your stuff's high motion, high quality, you want to get the best quality versions, dip that down below 15, 14, 13, 12. But there is a giant increase in file size as you go down. So that it's kind of like golf. The lower you go, the better it is, but also the larger the file. Uncompressed video is ginormous.
It's so big.
All right, we are all good to go. We're going to change the file name prefix to glitch and then glitch, so that it goes into the glitch folder and the file name will be glitch. Let's see what it do.
And there are ways
24
here
frames.
to go ahead. Sorry, I
No,
was
go
going to
ahead.
say there are ways to enter some codes to put the date and the time and all that stuff.
Oh, sure, yeah.
It's very useful, and it was fast.
So that's amazing. I love it already. Let's get rid of the frame load cap and have a look. See if we go pull our log up here on the side, and we do. We get a little process at the bottom, so that's great. That's super awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
This was really fast too. All right, so we're going to go back to 24 frames, and we're going to load up the next glitch node, which is data bend. Oh boy. Actually, you know what? We should start with 1 and bypass the video combine and add a preview image, and then we can see what it looks like.
Oh my goodness, that's so cool already.
Yes, I feel like this will make a very cool video. That's super trippy. All right. Let's find out. Bypass that, Control B, unbypass that. Let's do a frame load cap of 24 and hit it. Oh, that was fast.
Oh, okay. Look how cool that looks. Come on.
Yes, okay, this looks pretty great. So let's do all the frames because that was really fast. Nice effect. Yeah, I really like that.
I swear, I feel like something's wrong with my computer when I look at it. So that must be really good.
Slice direction, slice size, slice variability, pattern frequency, glitch types. Yeah, so this is just a full-on glitcher with multiple layers. So yeah, I'm not going to go through everyone because we're already 45 minutes into the stream. But yeah, I mean, obviously, play with these nodes. They're bonkers. All right, let's get the next one up. I want to try and get through them all. Dither me. If you know me, you know I love a dither.
Yeah, amen.
I'm just going to YOLO these 24 frames, and we're just going to wait. I have a feeling it'll be all right. This one's definitely slower. Dithering is not a fast process, especially if you do it correctly. And it looks like we're doing it correctly. So let's have a look at the node. We got nice. We've got pretty much all the dither algorithms and a bunch of extra stuff. Color modes, effect size. This is amazing. Dithering. So how do I describe dithering? Dithering is a way of trying to introduce more color data into a space with less color data. So we're only using 4 colors here, I think. Or I don't know what the palette is here. But yeah, because of the way each sort of brightness value or tile is determined, we're actually able to get a lot more fidelity out of much less colors. Yeah, dithering is an extremely fun rabbit hole, and I highly recommend you dive down it. But for now, yeah, 2 colors. So this is just black and white. But look at all the color definition, all the shadow definition we get because of the way it's dithered. This probably looks awful on the stream, by the way.
No, it's
All
good.
right,
It's good.
so
It does.
yeah, play
Looks
with
pretty
dither. Dithering is amazing. Where were we? Glitch nodes, frequency modulation. I believe this is those really cool like wave lines. Nope. Or maybe it is. I just don't have it set up right. We start playing with values here. Okay, so quantization of 1 is not the move. Quantization of 0, better. So I wonder if one of these values is too high. So I think what this is actually supposed to do is give you these really cool like jagged lines across everything. But for whatever reason, I think you might be the wrong blend mode. Oh, we're starting to get there.
And it's so fast. It's so fun to play with that stuff.
Yeah, this one's really, really fast.
And you're kind of like making a potentially a mask that can be used right now somehow.
Well, whatever. I'll have to ask Jeru about this one. I have a feeling I'm just doing something wrong. But yeah, look how fast it is. That's crazy. There is a note on the thing that some of the nodes are a little glitchy. Imagine that. Glitch it. This one's called Glitch It.
Classic.
Oh no, I hope it didn't do the thing. I wonder, I think our YouTube broadcast might have been screwed up today. Sorry about that, friends. If you're coming in here late because of the YouTube thing, I'll have a look at that. This does happen to me from time to time on Restream because of the way the stream scheduling works. So yeah, apologies if you were waiting on the wrong stream. That's my bad. I mean, we're what, 25, 30 streams in? It's the first time that happened. Let's go. But yeah, all right. Well, this one's cool. I like this. It's called Glitch It. Let's try 100. All right, let's try 1,000. No, 100 is as far we go. Look at my glasses just wiggling around. That's crazy.
This one is nuts.
Yeah, I like this one. Glitch It. It's a good name. Glitch nodes, glitch it, interference.
Yeah.
Let's try interference.
And remember, people, you can also combine them back to back to back with each other. That's another thing too.
Oh, wow. That one's great. I really like that. Everything looks like paint or something on static.
Yeah.
Okay. Peter said he was having trouble installing AudioX because of dcord. You can just pip install dcord, but that won't save you. I couldn't get it to work even after I did that. Might work on Linux though. We haven't tried it on Linux. Good chance it just doesn't work in Windows. Oh, on my Windows, there's a good chance it's just not working there. All right, vertical iterations. Let's try 2. Oh, cool. Vertical iterations 1, horizontal iterations 2. I just ran 2. Oh, cool. Nice. Look at that.
It's like snow. Static snow. Or like a horde of flies.
Yeah, that's a sick one. Interference. Next, we got glitch nodes. Line screen. I'm going to assume this makes a CRT screen. Nope. Oh, I see. It's a line shader. Nice. These are super fun. You can get some really good stuff.
Yeah, that's sick.
Put the lines closer together. You get like this nice, like another way of dithering. Actually, it's like the incorrect way of doing it. Nothing's incorrect if it looks cool. But yeah, that's a really great effect. Then you could change the line color, RGB, contrast boost, threshold, angle. Let's change it to 0.3. Nice. Yeah, I love that. It'd be cool to render out a video in those, like each frame, and then run one of those pieces of glass with the slits in it over it, and do the like
the
slit
shifting.
scan like animation thing. I wonder if that would even work. All right, line screen. What else we got? Glitch nodes. Luminous flow. Drawing lines. It's drawing 62 luminous lines. Uh-oh. For each frame. Okay, we're gonna stop this one. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop.
Because
right,
you don't have a loading bar. I'm gonna PR his whole node pack and put in loading bars on all of them. And I also want mask functionality. That's what I'm looking at. It's like all of these should have masks.
Get PR'd on Jeru.
Well, he PR'd on me, and I was like, you know what? Accepted.
I can't believe he PR'd on you, dude.
Dude, he PR'd on me. It was so gross.
Friends don't do that to each other. We're halfway through. This is the only one that's like been like even remotely slow so far. And again, we're doing 24 frames, so if it's slow, it's going to be slow times 24.
Mm-hmm.
But this is again why I was saying, don't just start with a 1080p video you got out of like Runway or something, because like the amount of time it would take is exponential for the length and size. Well, the length isn't exponential. The length is like literally linear, but the size, like when you go up in resolution, it actually goes up like 4 times for every 2 times or whatever, right? Like it's the amount of time it takes. Okay, we're done processing, I think. Okay, looks great. Is it the same thing?
It looks
similar. Isn't that weird? It didn't seem to do anything. Yeah, it didn't seem to do anything. Let's just try one image.
There's no output. Oh, it's because the preview
Everything's bypassed.
Everything's bypassed?
Yep.
Bypass everything, then get mad at Comfy.
Here we go.
Oh, that's a cool one.
Interesting.
I have to play with that one more. It's kind of slow to tinker with on stream, but at home, go nuts, people. It canceled at the very end.
Because you canceled. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep, you're right, because I hit cancel. Smart. Luminous flow. All right. Glitch nodes. Pixel float.
So far for the chat, which one is your favorite? Let's see. Comment which one you.
I think the interference one was my favorite.
Your favorite? Okay. What about you, Phil?
So.
My favorite one, I think either the lines one that's on the screen right now underneath, or the very first glitch one we previewed. There was like, I don't know.
Yeah, that one's great.
Glitching has been like illustrated so many times, so many different ways. That one seemed more tasteful. Like like the glitches were almost intelligent. Yeah, I want to dive into that one a little more.
For me, it was the dither. I'm a big fan of dithering, so yep.
Yeah, that dither's great. Yeah.
It was cool to see all the algorithm too.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
trippy.
Oh, that's really crazy. It's subtle.
Yeah, I had a feeling this one requires a video.
Wow, this one's awesome.
So this one's called Pixel Float, and I had to run a video through it because I think it just grabs bits and puts them where they're not supposed to be. So, yeah, I like that.
Cool.
So a lot of these can be combined into extremely cool glitches by just putting one after the other and then the output. So like, don't be afraid to mix and match them and make like networks out of this stuff.
Yeah, and you can use Comfy to composite like all kinds of stuff together and make something crazy.
Yeah, and you could do that right out of your generation too, so that every time you make something, it just makes something crazy afterwards with it. Pixel float, pixel redistribution. I feel like this will be another video, so let's just run that one through. Distance mode, center pattern outward, color size 64. I guess this will bloom out from the snow. Okay.
Interesting.
So I guess this is about rescaling RGB. So there's probably some amazing effects in here if you start playing with these values. It takes a little while to run, so I'm going to do another one.
Looks like it turned you into a flower girl, this one.
It didn't have to turn me into one. Blurbob.
Ooh.
Fat cat.
Oh, this one's cool. I like
Vaporwave. Castles.
So the thing that's the big takeaway on what you're doing right now is, look, there's one node that has so many different flavors out of just one.
Yeah, this is great. It's just like a little shader adder, but they're fast. These are like the old phone shaders, I think. Yeah, masks for sure. That is Chris Tools.
Get the resource. Yep.
Chris Tools. CRYSTOOLS. Yeah. It's in the manager.
Very useful. For sure.
I really like. I was gonna say I really like this last one. Oh, whoa.
Okay. Oh, this might be my winner right there.
Your what?
My winner.
Oh, right, you're French.
Oh, sorry.
Got him.
What did I say? I was like, nothing.
Wait, what did I say? Oh, no, we're good. I really like this one too. I feel like I'm telling you, the IP adapter mask this thing would make make some insane stuff.
Yeah, that'd be weird. That'd be weird.
This one's doing very light.
Yeah, I don't know what that one's doing.
Ooh,
that's cool.
Cool.
Nice duotone. Cool. Yeah. Ooh. Another thing is, say this one, for instance.
Oh, awesome.
Friends. Yogo says, since I can't share, I should have fixed the decode and device mismatch issue. They can do a git pull and install the requirements again. Maybe you can share with the others because they can't write in the chat. Thanks, Yogo. That is wicked, dude.
And you know what's cool is you could literally just filter out like the red out of this and just diffuse only in the red and just kind of go crazy. Oh man, this is really awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, you're supposed to use these nodes in
succession. Not just one at a time.
Not just one at a time.
Yeah, like we're just showing you what they do. Like mix them up.
But just back to back. Oh, it could be absolutely so fun.
Mm-hmm. So that was Rekt, REKKED, Rekt. We're gonna try scans. Whoa. Now, there's an effect I don't think I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's really interesting. What the heck? So it's keeping the dark pixels and smearing the light luminance?
I think so, yeah. It's just picking a certain value to do that at.
That's sick. I've never seen this before.
Let's do a full glitch. The whole hog. Okay, it looks exactly the same. Channel shift. We'll go the whole.
Run the whole video.
No, you run the whole video. Oh,
I
fine.
will. I'll
No,
off
it is
stream.
big enough. Or it is fast enough. Let's do
Can you
it.
send me that video?
No, it's fast enough. Well, I mean, I can, but I don't know if you want it.
I'm just messing with you.
And then you'll have this on your hard drive. This will be hard to explain. Hard to explain to people.
I've already got you in my ear. I don't need you in
It's
my
true.
vision too.
I made Phil sing "Sexual Healing" by Marvin Gaye yesterday, but I didn't share it with the internet. I only
He
shared
did.
it with Phil.
He just DM'd me it cold-heartedly. Just here you go.
This is yours forever now. This is really cool. It looks like those, you know, like where they put a bunch of chemicals on like a mirror, and then they like etch stuff in, and then like burn it again, and then that stuff is like, you know, yeah, I forget what that's called, the chemical burning process, but that's totally what that looks like. It's really cool. Great job, Jeru. Yeah, this is great. I really like this. I really like this one. So that's scans, SCANS, SCANZ. Yes, Chris Tools. Christ Tools, Chris Tools. I keep searching for nodes I don't know the names of. GlitchNodes. TV glitch. Okay.
That one's heavy.
What do you mean?
Everything's frozen.
Okay, friends. This one's going to take 25 minutes, so I think we're done because this is a run pod, and I can't really. Actually, you know what? Will it let me?
Yeah, it will, of course.
During the run, though?
I mean, reconnecting means it killed it. So, yeah.
Reload. High five, everybody. We're back. All right. So I really wanted to finish this node pack before we ran out of time here. All right. Prompt has no outputs. Yes. I just want to do one frame. Uno frame-o. Okay. Could you imagine if we waited 25 minutes?
I mean, this is probably one of those ones.
Yeah,
that
you got to, or you got
time
to tweak it.
as a variable.
Spend time figuring it out. Figuring it out.
Yeah, I meant like actual like frames, not, you know.
Yeah, because I bet this looks cool animated. All right.
To be a single frame of a flashbang.
Vaporwave. Whoa. Okay, this looks like a color remapper. Nice. Let's get this up here, make it nice and big. Bring this down a bit. There we go. Oh, I love that. This would be great for people who want to glitch out their images and actually have some control over what that looks like. Ah, super, super, super cool. And then you can change the color values that it's bouncing. Nice. You know, you also need its like palette inputs for these, but I know that's a whole thing, but that would be really cool. GlitchNodes, VHS on acid. Yep. Okay. That's, I mean, yes. Did I delete it? Oh, of course I did. All right. Video combine. What did we do? We did source FPS into the frame rate. We did audio, which we don't actually need because there's no audio here. And we want image out from here. And we're going to go back to a frame load cap of 0. So that'll be the whole video. And we're going to video combine it into a MP4. CRF of 12 and bang. I think I just put 160 frames into a preview window. Yeah, I did. Nice. That one looks great.
Mm-hmm.
So like another thing you can do. So if some of these effects, right? Just trying to think. Okay. Let's say I have one image. Yeah, like let's just pretend, or let's just use an image. All right, let's load image. Um, Actually, this one's perfect. So we load this in here, right? And then we run the preview. And yeah, we got this one, and it's cool. But like, I want to make a video, but I only have one frame, right? So there's this really cool node called image batch repeat, or image repeat image batch. Yeah, repeat image batch. It's a comfy core node. Just drop that in here and pop it out into your node. And what that's going to do is just repeat that input image over and over again into the node. So I'm going to go 24 times. So now I have a 24 frame video that's just this frame over and over again. But because the glitch node is glitching, and we don't need this anymore because we're just doing a simple image, we can say a frame rate of 24. What it's going to do is it's going to repeat that image 24 times and then glitch it 24 times and make you a video. So if you made a single image and you want to make a video out of it for posting on socials or whatever, this is a really cool way to, glitch up your video, glitch up your image into a video. And also, it's also a really cool way to just like subtly do it. I'll find the subtle settings maybe. See, like something like that, right? Like, that really brings your image to life. So if you're interested in processing your stuff like that and you want to become a, you know, uh, motion artist or something, and you're making images on Midjourney and stuff like that, this is a really cool way to start, figuring that out. So again, that's repeat image batch. So you can use that anytime you want to repeat an image to make a video. So
And
yeah,
and I was
what
going to
was
say you
that?
can do the same with latent as well. This way, if you
Yeah, you
want
can
to.
repeat latents as well
Mhm.
if you're doing K sampler runs and stuff like that, and your stuff's already in latent. You can do that. But yeah, friends, I think that's it.
Get glitchy.
Get glitchy with it. Let's go back to this. Let me kill this. Share and no, what's going on? Go away, share. Nobody likes you. There we go. All right, friends. Thank you. Again, we wanted to play with AudioX. It was kind of messed up. Yoga fixed it on the fly, which is
It's
amazing.
awesome.
So we'll look at it as soon as we can. Maybe Phil will take a quick glance at it on Friday. But yeah, Phil, why don't you tell the people what you have in store for Friday? That sounds pretty exciting.
Friday, I think we're gonna dive into like complete vibe coding and tearing apart Comfy. And there's a lot of really cool stuff on this stream right now. While you were showing off the stuff pers, I was kind of diving into my own little rabbit hole here, and Comfy has really exposed a lot of like both front end and back end capabilities. So on Friday's stream, we're gonna dive into vibe coding. Custom nodes, custom UIs within nodes, how that all works. And right now, I'm in the middle of building this like widgets for the side panel of Comfy, right? And so like where you have your like workflows and your queue. I don't know if you still got that pulled up, Pers, but
For which?
just like base Comfy, just pull up Comfy.
Oh, yep. Oh, one sec.
Yeah, so if you move our heads to the right
All right.
or anywhere else. Yeah, so you see like we have like the queue on the far left there and the book icon and yeah, those. So we can create our own panels there and they can be whatever we want, literally whatever you want. And so I took a couple of nodes that have like really useful functionality that I've developed over the years. And I was like, well, this doesn't really make sense as just a node, but now Comfy has a place for me to put that functionality in the like broader scope of the software. So we're going to be diving into a lot of that and really like getting a handle of the fact that this is open source. Like Comfy is just code running on your machine locally. If you want to destroy it or add more stuff to it, hey, that's the whole point. You can do that, right?
Right on.
It's gonna be
So
exciting.
yeah, Friday vibe coding, vibe noting on Friday.
Vibe noting.
For
You heard it
tonight,
here
we'll
first, folks.
we'll
We'll be
be in San
vibe noting.
Francisco.
Yes, Julian and I will be in San Francisco for the ComfyUI Hackathon, which is on Thursday. If you haven't signed up yet, it's probably too late, but sign up for the next one.
Come say hi to us if you.
But yeah, come say hi to us. We'll be there. We'll be in the city. If you live in SF and you want to, talk to us or whatever, let me know, and I'll try to get you to the wherever we end up. So if you want to meet the Comfy people and discuss this stuff in real life, please come on. Don't be a stranger. Talk to me or Julian, and we'll try and meet up with you when we're there. But yeah, Comfy is awesome. The community is amazing. Love meeting everybody and seeing all the crazy stuff they're up to. Can't wait to see what people do at the hackathon. Like I have my own ideas of what I would do, but I am just super excited to be a fly on the wall and just see what everybody makes, to see what everybody conceptualizes in a day.
That's exciting.
Knowing some of the people who are going to be there, I think it's going to be pretty exciting to watch.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to try and bring my camera, and I'm going to try and shoot a bunch of like stuff, and maybe we'll cut together a little like highlight reel of the day or something if we can, if I get anything usable. So yeah, friends, we will see you then. Phil will be handling it on Friday. I'll be back on Tuesday, and that's about it. I'll try and join from the airplane on Friday. We'll see what happens.
From the plane?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Oh, and Peter said something. There will be something in LA on the 30th. At AI, if you look for it, on the 30th there should be an AI LA ComfyUI little event in LA,
Nice.
and I will be there too. So
yeah, these events are great to just come and meet everybody and like get excited because the enthusiasm for this stuff is super infectious once you're around it. So yeah, go meet everybody, and don't be scared. Everyone's a nerd. We're all nerds. Come nerd it up.
I'm not. I don't know what you're saying.
You're probably the biggest nerd, bro.
Okay, all right, fair.
All right, much love, everybody. We'll see y'all next week, and Phil will see you on Friday. Bye.
Sounds good. Peace out, guys.
see ya.